Welcome back to the channel, my friends, my World of Warcraft people, and let's be honest, I did not expect to speak about World of Warcraft so soon, but there you go. Yesterday or something, this 2025 roadmap for World of Warcraft has dropped, and a little preview of the patch 11.1, Undermined, which is a goofy name, but that is fitting for goblins, yeah, and I'm quite excited about it, by the way, running ahead of myself, and I could not connect with you this lovely evening in Sydney, Australia, and talk to you about this roadmap for what it's worth, for all the handful of you who will be watching this video. So, first of all, still not interested in Siren Isle update. I've released a video very recently, a handful of you watched it. These are my early thoughts. They have not largely changed. I still have not seen anything that would make me feel that Siren Isle is worthy of coming back for. I'm not mentioning Plunderstorm, because I'm not interested in Plunderstorm. Plunderstorm is not World of Warcraft, I still stand strong on that. So Undermined, the new zone, the Goblin Zone, looks like Kazan, like the, kind of mother town of the origin of the Goblins, which is fine. I'm not crazy about Goblins, but at the same time, I don't have a single Goblin character. Actually, I'm lying. Once in the lull period of time when I had nothing better to do, I actually had a Goblin Shaman that I leveled to maximum level back then, a couple of expansions back, can't even remember when, but never again. I don't like them, I don't like how they talk, I don't like anything about them, really. I'm sorry for all the dedicated goblins out there. However, the decorations, the Christmassy feel of it, the neon things, the neon lights and all that, I love it. And also the mecha gnomes and kind of mecha thing, I know they're not goblins, but they're close enough, you know, in the thematic of it. Mecha gnomes are a different story. So the whole Mechagon, the whole Mechagnome Island, whatever there was in the Battle for Azeroth, which I can't remember now, that was all very exciting. So this sort of gives me same vibe, and I kind of just... My subscription is paused right now. I don't think that I have much to do in the game right now, you know, but this makes me excited, okay? I would say this makes me excited. The new raid, Liberation of Undermined, I think is the highlight of this Undermined patch upcoming. I absolutely love that Tyrannosaurus, the robotic Tyrannosaurus. If there could be a similar model for hunters to tame, or activate, and have as their pet, that would be awesome. I would actually play a hunter then. I'm not playing them right now, or before I cancelled, simply because I don't think they have sufficient amount of healing. That's why I switched to another pet class, which was the Demonology Warlock. But anyway, that's a story for another time. The new dungeon, I think, is just going to be a bit of something like a pass mark kind of stuff. The car that you get, let's talk briefly about the car that Ian puts here as one of the central kind of features. Well, first of all, it's plain and simple that you will not be able to fly in Undermined, because why would you have a car and the whole features and all the roads and everything designed around that past ground transportation if you are allowing to fly? Like, people would just not care. I would not care, okay? A second thing is very interesting. So here is the thing, and here is where you should go into the comments below and talk to me about this particular element. Okay, you know why flying works, and you know why even ground mounts work in World of Warcraft. Do you know why? Because flying, you can be literally everywhere. There could be 100 of us, and we could be all either hanging up there as we used to on the mounts, or just soaring through the sky doing the sky riding thing, yeah? Ground mounts work because you can be on the ground anywhere as well. You can be anywhere, wherever you want. Undermined seems to be relying on the roads that they build. The specific roads. The zone is designed with roads, blah blah blah. Okay, so how do you see all that traffic working there? It's going to be chaos. I know that you will probably be allowed to go off-road. That's just funny, right? But at the same time, the roads are built for you to show off your drifting, to kind of, park on the side of the road? What are you going to do when there are hundreds of other players there in that zone? I know there will be phasing, but surely they're not going to limit you to 20 other players and everyone else is in a different phase. Do you know what I'm saying? But if it's a road, on the road rules are different. So it's not like off-road where you can park wherever you like, yeah? Or it's not like air that is just there, the massive cube around us, and we can hang in that air wherever we want. Anyway, it's a design kind of thing, but that's what I'm struggling to imagine. That's all I have on that, on these thoughts. I will very quickly mention the cartels. Cartels are going to just be like covenants, you know, in Shadowlands, and I simply hope that they are not gonna lock us into a cartel and gonna let us pursue whichever cartel we want based on the rewards. No doubt, goblins are greedy folk. I am very greedy when it comes to the game, and I look forward to that. So it will be interesting. Hopefully we can not betray one cartel before we go to another cartel. No, none of that lock-in into a cartel situation. So I very much look forward to that. Now, spring. So they are saying that in spring, the new content Nightfall. Okay, very interesting. And here we go, my friends. Here is where they can take all my money, all my subscription money, mind you. Horrific Visions Revisited. That's it. If you have been my supporter for a long time, all the handful of you who survived, all my drifting off World of Warcraft, coming back to World of Warcraft, but I'm true to myself. I'm a gamer first and YouTuber second. If I wanted simply clicks and steady kind of, you know, steady viewership of my content here on the channel, I would simply sell you the rehashed Echo Chamber good news of, oh yay, today we play the warrior, today we play a shaman. I might do that, but only because I'm excited now, genuinely, not because for clicks, right? So Horrific Visions have been and remain my favorite content that World of Warcraft team has ever produced. Something like, I'm gonna risk it and say that something more modern, such as like Mist of Pandaria remix, actually was also very surprisingly enticing and interesting for me. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, but Horrific Visions had that challenge and reward and everything else in it. It was not the void and experience of, say, Torghast, which I hated because there was no loot there. Cosmetics don't matter. There are too many cosmetics now. You need to give loot to increase the power of characters. By those people who don't want to do dungeons for the 55th billionth time, okay? So Horrific Visions Revisited, this line alone makes me want to sign up right now, even though both you and I know that Siren Isle comes out mid-December. That's about a month away at the moment of recording of this video. Undermined is another 2 to 3 months further away from Siren Isle, so I'm gonna say February, if not March. Okay, maybe a little bit earlier. Let's just be a bit more optimistic and let's say early February, end of January. That's Undermined for you. Then spring. Spring starts from about March. So in spring sometime, these Horrific Visions release. So we have a ton of time until it happens, okay? And I am just saying to you that I acknowledge that. I realize it. I see the number of the patch and I understand rough timeline. But I'm already keen to subscribe simply because it made me excited. Simply because it made me excited. And I love that feeling. I love that feeling. That's why I pay them, or used to pay them. I don't pay them right now. My subscription is paused, as you know. But very excited about what are they going to do about Horrific Visions. Of course they're not going to be Horrific Visions of Enzoth. Of course not. They're going to be some kind of other Horrific Visions that are obviously Void-themed. They're going to be Void-themed. They're not going to be a Nightmarish Visions themed. They're not going to be tentacled beasts and stuff like that. They're gonna be voidy things. They're gonna be, you know, purpley blobs following you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. And further on, look, it's exciting to see what further on is, but the further it goes, the more vague it gets. So 1117 absolutely means nothing to us. Turbulent Time Ways is probably another stupid stuff with Chromie. Not interested at all. System and content updates. New content. Oh, okay. You can say new content about anything, right? That's like such a lame thing. I would rather they have been even just theoretically more specific, because there is certainly there is a, as you can see, there is a disclaimer that disappears whenever I move the mouse here over this video, so that, you know, it's subject to change. They could have been specific and said subject to change. All good, guys and girls. Now summer 11.2, that is July. That is July. New world events, yes. New dungeon, okay. New raid, great. New open world challenges. What challenges? Mod elves. Warband updates, okay. Probably new screens, by the way. Brewfest updates, yes. Give us more loot. Season rewards refresh. Excellent, beautiful. New expansion reveal. Then goes into autumn. Okay, new expansion reveal midnight. We hopefully will get some stuff there. And so on and so forth, even tapers off sort of into the infinity and beyond. We don't know what's going on there. All in all, listen, I just read the 2025 World of Warcraft roadmap out to you, but gave you my spin on what makes me excited and what makes me less excited, that kind of stuff. Okay, Siren Isle, I would not come back to it or even consider coming back to World of Warcraft right now, as I told you in the recent video, just based on that. But knowing that Undermined is coming makes me excited enough to revisit World of Warcraft, even though I need nothing from it right now. And by that I mean, oh, before I could have said, oh, I'd better resubscribe right now and level some characters. But I have every level of every character, every class, everything imaginable, so I don't need it. Loot is a relative term. Item level is a relative term. It's everywhere. It's not too hard to obtain if you invest time. It doesn't make me excited, most importantly. And I still think it's all about excitement. So none of that loot right now, none of that gameplay loop of the 20th anniversary makes me as excited as just this roadmap made me excited. So all I'm saying to you. Horrific Visions? Yeah, baby, bring it on. Bring it on. That is where a fun gameplay loop is waiting for me. I hope so. I hope so. As well as hopefully some acquisitions, some loot. Yes, Horrific Visions were different from any of that rubbish like Torghast because they had loot and other things. Yeah. Anyway, very excited. Super keen to hear what you guys and girls think. Does this make you excited? Would you resubscribe right now, or would you wait until March next year and resubscribe then? If Path of Exile 2 launched when it was planning to launch, on the 15th, today, yeah? If it wasn't delayed by 3 weeks, then I would have not worried about even considering resubscription. I would have released this video for you, and then I would have gone back to Path of Exile. Excellent, okay, awesome, something to do, let's wait, yeah? But this makes me excited, and I just welcome a conversation in the comments below. Does this make you excited? Would you resubscribe? Would you wait? Like, let's talk. It's an unstructured video as always to you, but it's a weekend catch up with you, my friends. And thank you for watching. Subscribe for more, because why not? We'll keep talking every weekend, at least I promise. Every weekend we will keep talking over a coffee or in the evening like this. We will be talking about World of Warcraft, future of World of Warcraft, what I'm doing, what I'm considering to do. There will be more news to discuss, that kind of stuff. So stay tuned. Why not? Why not? And goodbye for now. I'll talk to you next time.